Morning class, Professor Kev here. Today's business networking tip is called What Should I Wear? Now, I find a lot of students don't give any thought to this when they go into an event on or off campus. They simply wear whatever they have on. I'd encourage you not to do that. So, I mentioned to you I wrote a book on business networking. One of the challenges in writing a book is when you give tips and advice, is you don't want people to know the tip or the advice is about them. One person knows it's about them. Here's a story. So it's the summer, it's August. We're going through a wicked heat. It was crazy hot. And when he showed up to the event, he had on gym shorts and a sleeveless t-shirt. First time I was just kind of, that's not the look you're going for. It's working in sales. Should look like you. It's working in sales. I let it go. It was hot. Comes back. We had an event a couple weeks later. Pretty similar look. Okay, I got to help him out. So I'm like, what do I say? So I went this approach. Have you ever watched Sesame Street when you were a little boy? Yeah, why? Do you remember which one of these isn't like the other? It's you, Big Bird. It's you. You're the only one wearing shorts and a t-shirt. And he's like, it's hot. I know, but look around the room, bro. Everyone's dressed business casual. You're dressed in that, and people are talking. You're in sales, you're trying to talk to them about something, and they're looking the way you're dressed, and it's not the way they think it should be. That's the thing. It's your customers, what they think you should look like, not what's comfortable for you. And he's like, oh, and he fixed it. But when I wrote the book, he read it and he called me. He's like, thanks. Sorry. But you do have to consider this. I see students going out to an event on campus. They're like, oh, this person's speaking. They're, well known in my industry. They work for the company I want to work for. Here's your chance to meet them. Will you make a good impression? Sorry, I'm never trying to be mean to you. Please, please, please understand that. If you're wearing your pajama pants and your hoodie and your baseball hat, you're not making the impression you want to make. Again, it's what we expect, not what you want, what we expect. Older generation, most of us still expect you to dress up. So please, please, please dress up. What if you don't know? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to wear. Ask. If someone's hosting the event, hey, I know this may sound silly, but it's not. What do people typically wear when they come to your events? Because my other joke is, and again, you probably don't even get this joke either. Inspector Gadget, go gadget. There's no go gadget button you can hit that's going to turn your shorts into pants. Just not. So again, if you're dressed up a little overdressed, you maybe have on a sport coat, you can take that off. So we can, if you have on a tie, you can remove the tie. You can come down a little bit. Can you overdress? Yes. I'm a former banker. My banker friends are famous for this. We're involved in a group, and in the summer, one of the hotels would host a pool party. No one went swimming or anything, but it was outside, barbecue, always a really fun, nice event, relaxed atmosphere. My banker friends show up in that suit and tie. And you're like, dude, it's 70. Everyone's dressed business casual. There's some dress shorts on, polo shirt, dress shirt. And you still got your tie. Can you at least take the tie off? And I would joke, oh, I just want to push you in the pool, because you're just not looking the way you're supposed to. So yes, you can overdress, but put some thought into this. Wear the best you have. That's all you can do. But again, if you're going there hoping to meet this person that's an industry expert, maybe potentially your boss, what impression do you want to make on this person? If you're coming in looking like you just crawled out of bed with your pajama pants on, it's not going to be a favorable impression, okay? So please put some thought into this because you just never know what's going to happen. You might be, going down the hall and there's somebody there like, oh my God, that person works in the company I want to work for. If you're dressed up, you're ready. If you're in your, I've had this where, someone will be in the building. I'm like, oh, do you know this person? No, no. Let me introduce you. Kev, I have on my pajama pants. Yeah, good point. Missed opportunity, right? That's what it is, missed opportunity. This is why you should always dress like you're going to meet someone important. I have this conversation with my sister all the time. My sister's great for running to the grocery store. and her pajama pants. Baseball hat, hasn't showered. And she always sees someone she doesn't want to see. Like, oh, there's an old friend. Like, you look a little different today. I did this to a poor woman. I was just mean. It just really what it was. She's always dressed very nice, very nice. And she did that. She hopped in the car in her sweatpants, baseball hat, and to go to the grocery store. And I saw her. And she saw me, and she ran as fast as she could, like down the other aisle. I followed her, right? Just for fun. We look a little different today. You can see her just like, ready to smack me and stuff. So, but again, having a little fun with you on this tip. But unfortunately, we do get judged on our appearance. If you're out there trying to meet people, you have to look the way they expect you to look. Plain and simple. All right. Again, if you have any comments about this, you need, hey, give me more advice on networking. If you have things you want to talk about networking, shoot me a LinkedIn message. Hey, I can use some advice on this topic. More than happy to make a few minutes to offer you some advice to try to stop you from potentially making the mistakes that I and other people have made. There's no real reason to reinvent the wheel. If we can guide you on this and have you be successful, why not, right? All right, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a truly dazzling day.